I thought escaping from my abusive husband would end the nightmare, but I was wrong. 3 years ago, I escaped. My husband's fists, his words, his control. It was a prison. And one night, I made the impossible choice. I was 5 months pregnant. I packed what little I could and vanished under the cover of darkness, hoping to start fresh in a place he'd never find me. I changed everything. My name, my child's name, my address. Every trace of the woman he once knew was gone. I didn't leave a single clue for him to follow. I signed into a domestic violence shelter. And with the help of a kind counselor, I rebuilt my life from scratch. It was like being reborn. 2 years went by, and for the first time in my life, I felt free. My daughter was happy. I had a job I loved, and I even made a few close friends who knew nothing of my past. The scars on my arms had faded, but the nightmares still lingered. Then the letters started coming. They were unsigned, but the writing was unmistakable. I miss you. You can't hide forever. The fear I thought I'd buried came rushing back, and the shadows of my old life began to creep in. At first, I thought it was a prank, but when I started seeing a man standing outside my workplace, always in a hoodie, always with sunglasses, I knew. I told myself it couldn't be him. How could he have found me? But every time I saw the man, my heart would race, and my hands would tremble. It was like he was stalking me without ever getting close enough for me to prove it. He'd never come near my daughter, but it felt like only a matter of time. I went to the police, but they weren't much help. No name on the letters? No confrontation? There's not much we can do, they said. They advised me to file a restraining order, but without proof, it seemed pointless. Last week, something changed. A package arrived at my door. No return address, just my new name. But inside it were photos. Photos of me, walking to work, taking my daughter to school. He had been watching us. My blood turned cold. I took the evidence to the police. And finally, they took me seriously. They started patrolling my neighborhood and advised me to leave town for a while. But where would I go? I was tired of running. I had made a life here, and I wasn't about to let him take it from me. Then came the breaking point. 2 days ago, while I was leaving the grocery store, a man grabbed my arm in the parking lot. My heart stopped. I looked up, and it was him, the monster I thought I'd escaped. "You think you can hide?" he hissed. "You're mine." I pulled away, ran to my car, and locked the doors. I watched him from the rearview mirror as he stood there smirking. That night, I went to the police again, and this time, they issued a warrant for his arrest. Now, I'm staying at a friend's house.